Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again. We're going to be taking a look at the Super Major. It is Infamous versus LGD game number 2. And man, oh man, was the last one to stomp. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by Lacoste. My man, how you feeling?
I'm feeling good, my man. You know what I just did? I watched how to make a homemade Big Mac video. I don't know, just filling the time between the games. I'm that guy that watches a ton of videos, how to make food, how to cook, but I never actually do it.
Oh, really?
I do cook from time to time, though, but still, I watch a ton of videos. I think I watch like 3 to 5 videos every single day. I don't know why. I follow too many sites, too many, I don't know, food porn sites, as we like to call them.
I mean, it's nice, right? You go in there, you make something with your own hands, you feel like you've created something.
Yes.
It's cool.
Yes, and it feels better, it tastes better when you make it at home, right?
Well, when you make it at home, I will say I always feel like food tastes better when somebody else makes it for me. As a former chef, I don't like putting in the work, and there's like a natural just feeling of goodness when I have had to do nothing. I just like sit back, and if somebody like shovels it into my face for me, that makes me even feel even better, honestly.
LGD's turn to
all right, that's what I like. Food and Dota. So we have Dota. Let's focus on that one.
I like it.
Naga Siren, Jakiro, openers for Infamous. Newbie is kind of a stubborn team that loves to pick Naga Siren plus either Jakiro or Disruptor. I don't think Naga Siren is that good of a hero anymore. It just feels they're way better lane harassers than Naga Siren. And the hero just doesn't scale that much. Yeah, she provides you a good Roche fight potential. You can always steal the Aegis or just shut them down with using the sleep at the right moment. So this means Kanka, this is a pretty good setup that they have. Overall, better lineup than what they had in the previous game, just by seeing these 3 heroes.
Yeah.
Also, LGD picked up Clockwork and Disruptor. These 2 are good against each other,
5 seconds remaining.
but they're also really good combined. If you just use a Clockwork hookshot and Disruptor ulti on top of that before a BKB, you can pretty much kill any hero.
Well, and I'll say this now, that looking at this already, oh my god, LGD, they do not care. You know that one of these heroes is going to be the mid lane hero, most likely for Infamous, unless there's some really, really weird stuff being done, and probably it's the Kunkka. First of all, I really like the team fight that Infamous is going for, like you talked about, Song into Ice Path, and then you got the boat you can lay on top of that. It's also great for resetting the fight. There's a lot of positives to it. The scary part is that you're picking this Kunkka into a Clockwork, and oftentimes I feel like that's a hero that causes a lot of issues for Kunkka, core particularly. Granted, you can cleave off of him for other ones, but it's not a hero that's really wants to build into a Force Staff or any of those other items to deal with a Clockwork. So I think this could be a bit of a problem for him, and particularly with the Shadow Fiend taken now. I don't know. We'll see how this works.
Yeah, none of these 3 heroes on side of Infamous build into Force Staff early on, and it's going to be pain in the ass to play against the Clock this game. Also, their vision game is going to be good. You have a Clockwork with the Rocket Scouting, so you're always going to have that guaranteed glimpse.
Ooh. You know what I would like, though? If Infamous do actually switch it up, because if they're in this best of 3, this is the time to get weird with stuff, right? Maybe you run this as like an early pushing lineup, Jakiro mid. You have Kunkka that's there for the sustain. He can X and T people back, and then you just try and like push super early. What do you think about that?
5 seconds remaining.
That can work. Also, I love Kunkka against the Disruptor. There's always a play when there's the one guy that has a spell called Glimpse.
Right.
You use the X mark before he glimpses, and you just X mark him back, so nothing happens.
Yeah, I think that that's something that we've been seeing more and more teams doing just because of how effective it is, and it's a good answer to the Disruptor. On the other side of that, you occasionally see these Kunkkas run out there, X mark, and try and push out a creep wave. I have a feeling that this might be a magic build Shadow Fiend. I mean, I know that the physical one got buffed recently, but I think the magical one is just as good as it was previously, and Yules against Kunkka just destroys that guy.
Yeah, he can do Kunkka things. You always have a guaranteed save, and he can't play that aggressive with the X mark. So a Beastmaster pickup, that's their vision game. If they pair it up with... I mean, if they run Jakiro as a core, then you have Kunkka and Naga Siren as supports, which I don't like. Kunkka doesn't provide anything at the laning stage, so it's definitely gonna be a support Jakiro paired up with Beastmaster or Beastmaster with the Naga Siren. Sounds strong.
Okay.
They're taking a lot of time thinking about the last pick. Well, that means it's probably a Clockwork offlane.
Interesting. I mean, they could still run it with Chalice if they wanted to, but definitely it's feeling like that's the hero that you want to get up and online quickly. Make stuff happen with the Clockwork with his level 6 early.
Yeah,
do you think we see them laning together?
10 seconds
Probably
remaining.
ET plus a Clockwork. So that's a lot of magical
5
damage
seconds
coming from
remaining.
Elder Titan's Aura, Shadow Fiend raises, Clockwork and Disruptor, ton of magical damage as well.
I think in general, I really like the matchup of Kunkka against Shadow Fiend. I feel like it's a hero that you can kill pretty often early on. Once you get a couple of levels up in X, you might even forego like the 4th point in the Tidebringer to try and get early X's for the kill, but it's something that could work. We'll see how they decide to skill that one and play it. Yeah,
Kunkka does extremely well against the range heroes, one of the few ones. The other one is Dragonite that's gonna keep farming, but with the Dragonite, you don't have that kill potential that Kunkka provides once he hits the level 6.
5 seconds remaining.
In both of these games, Infamous last banned the Razor. It could be the reason because they have these melee heroes, also good laner against a hero like a Beastmaster, and against the Kunkka in the mid game, just steal away his damage.
Right.
LGD's turn
That
to
could
pick.
be really nice.
Radiant team pick.
That's a ban on the Life Stealer because of the Razor one, and now Luna is going to be taken as well. Wow. That's a lot of scaling.
That's a lot of magical damage and a lot of team fight from LGD. And the Luna also provides them with some tower damage. She's not the classic
10 seconds remaining.
DP Lash Jakiro that has the tower damage, but
5
once you win a
seconds
team
remaining.
fight, you group up and take 2 towers.
Yeah. And of course, if that tier 3 tower goes down at any point, the barracks fall very, very quickly to all of the glaives bouncing. And Ame, a hero and a guy that knows how to play it very, very well. Last pick coming out, and it's going to be the Slark.
You may now
All
select
right.
your
Oh,
heroes.
I don't like Slark. Slark against the Disruptor always feels kind of suicidal. You have Glimpse into Static Storm, he can dodge it. Pretty guaranteed kill. And it's really hard to play Slark against the Clockwork as well, because you can't pass. You can sometimes use the whole ulti duration because of the cogs doing nothing. These other 3 heroes, I mean, Shadowfiend is also really great against the Slark.
Yeah. I mean, you just get on top of him. If there's any type of control there, you just pop Requiem or a couple of raises, and so squishy. Kataro is going to have a hell of a time trying to stay alive through this.
What do you feel about Slark? Slark has been garbage pretty much in the past year or so, and now he received a couple of the buffs, fits the current meta.
I hate the hero.
If you play position 5 in your pubs, you probably hate the hero. He always has that 12,
Oh
13,
my God.
14 minute Shadow Blade, and
Look
then
at
you
this.
need to just buy sentry wards.
Look at this. You see what's going on? Baby is pissed off because Chalice messed up the last hit. And so they missed the cog. But they managed to get 4 somehow, actually. the second time, so he's all caught up and now up at 6 again. But yeah, maybe missed one of the cogs the first time.
I didn't even think it's possible to get 4.
Holy crap, they can get 4 with the ET. How do they do that?
We were just watching. He had enough. 12, more than enough. Can't get more.
Yeah.
That was questionable at the
well, maybe Shadow Fiend already a danger, but then you take it also now into a well, getting him cogs and the early souls. It's very, very nice. But it does look like they're going to be able to secure themselves some runes while this is all happening. And in fact, LGD, they managed to get themselves 2 of them? I thought they were going to get more on Infamous.
So it's going to be Disruptor and Clockwork against Jakiro and Slark. Slark and Jakiro have better kill potential early on, especially if they get on top of the Disruptor. Disruptor, 3 mangoes, pretty squishy hero overall, not enough HP, just 1 armor, but the harassment will be good.
You know, honestly, even with the cogs, Somnus is having a little bit of trouble CSing against the Kunkka. It's not easy, and well, top lane, FY, trying to pull around with the creep wave a little bit, and does have his spirit to get some extra damage. We'll have to keep our eyes on that. Yeah, it's pretty decent so far. I mean, you talk about the danger that Slark is going to run into with all this magical damage later. Do you feel like that happens early on, or is it mainly in the mid game?
Slark is a hero that does not have the best laning stage, and it's gonna be tough for them since Jakiro already used all of his mana. So I talked about the kill potential if they can somehow get on top of the Disruptor, but also LGD has a good and aggressive lane. A lot of damage from Battery Assault. If they get a hero in the cogs, that hero is probably gonna die.
Okay, that'll be a good thing to watch out for there. Mango popped as well as Cell, trying to do whatever damage that he can and push back this X-Nova Disruptor, who is getting some stick charges now, at least a little bit, but again, not what you would fully love, I would imagine, for these guys. Taking a look at CS mid, looks like maybe has started to catch up again, has 4 more CS, or denies rather, on top of what he had to enter into the lane. Pizza needs to play carefully.
They just wanted to give Shadowfin that extra damage so he can play against the Kunkka. It's really hard. His Tidefinger doesn't cancel once he uses it on a deny.
Wow, and top lane, Old Stinger makes the kill into Ame. It was a really nice play from Matthew. He got level 2, skilled up the nets that way he could find the interruption of the Stomp coming in. Now Stomp going to miss there as well, and trying to deal with damage they can. They do have a good bit of damage here with the Glaive going to be back up again, or rather the Lucent Beam, but they can't make it happen. Too much armor in these heroes.
Yeah, Ahmed had 10 magic stick charges there, but they didn't use it.
Just not fully anticipating the damage coming out there.
Oh, Beastmaster's going to get the bottle, so they can keep the aggression. They can keep spamming those wild axes. Naga Siren also with the Stout Shield build, so that mitigates a lot of the right-click damage from both of the heroes. Jakiro level 2, almost level 3. Slark just hit level 3. Jakiro was kind of out of the lane, just trying to get some mana with that clarity, because it's easily cancelled by Disruptor.
Yeah, very frustrating lane to deal with, and wanting to keep that mana up, but until they get something like Mana Boots, which seems a very, very far way off, it's just not going to happen. But getting towards that 4-minute mark, it looks like X-Nova trying to make sure no pulls will happen here either, which is all fine and dandy. They're stacking up that camp as well, so ET can get some extra damage onto it.
Maybe destroying Kunkka on mid lane. full level ahead of him. There's gonna be Invis picked up by a Kunkka. Again, missing a lot of CS. 23 denies. That's actually 12 denies. 24 right now, because 12 of them were cogs.
They are going to try and do something here, but Excel might have bitten off more than he can chew. The slow was there as well, and Somnus just fights him off. As the cleave damage comes out, maybe in some trouble as Somnus going to be pulled back in. Can they bring him down? There's a huge kill, and they're going to find it.
A really greedy play from Maybe. He tried to go back to the lane, just bypassing the Kunkka at half HP. He could have TP'd to the tower. Oof.
While that was happening, Chalice did get a kill onto Slark, though. So, like you were saying, kind of anticipating the danger going the other way, but when you leave the lane, able to find the kill.
Runes coming out. Get the runes. Who's getting the runes?
Matthew is not. He does manage to find it, dies afterwards.
It's gonna be 1, 2, 3 against 1.
Nice little boon there for LGD. Puts them up to 1,000 gold lead. Somnus, again, they get found. A lot of damage here onto this guy, and they will be able to pull out the Requiem, the turnaround as well. With X Nova here, they're going to find the kill onto Pepita.
Oh man, level 6 Shadowfin with the Requiem. Only with 20 souls, but that got him the kill. Kunkka did not expect that to happen.
And that was very, very big. You got to wait for that level 6 on Kunkka before you go for the kill. But in the meantime, FY able to find another kill onto Old Stinger, so Beastmaster goes down. And meanwhile, Chalice is almost level 6, and that's when danger really starts to mount for Infamous.
Rock it on.
Also, Luna is level 5.5. Once she hits level 6, they should be careful about diving. They're trying to go on FY.
Yeah, they do find him, but now who's finding who is Matthew. Gonna chase forward for more. But
ah man, nice dodge from Dual Breath.
Oh, mid lane, Pepita found again, but are they going to be able to find this kill onto the Shadow Fiend, or is Shadow Fiend going to turn kill off Pepita? Extra movement speed there. The rum buff is going to wear off though, and Kunkka in a little bit of trouble, looking to try and get the kill with the Tidebringer, but X-Nova not giving it to him. He turns it back around and almost able to get him. They find the finish as well. Beautiful play. Well, Chalice kills off. Chalice kills off the Slark too.
Yeah, Clockwork is really good against Slark. He can't get through the cogs, and if you catch him, also you can burn all of his mana. That was the kill before the hookshot. Now he has it.
Yeah, you can't come back to this lane, right? Like, he just, I guess he has level 6 now too. We'll have to watch this. Kotaro Hayama has not had the greatest of games.
I just love his name. I don't know what that means. Sounds like anime.
Sure enough. Sleep is there. No level 6 on Stinger. And as has been the case, found and caught out again. Matthew running forward now, trying to find this one. No level 6 either on Ame, but FY going to go down. And the net connects there. There's a Lucent Beam onto Excel as they try and chase. The Ice Patch is down as well. A lot of damage, but the stick charges are there. Keeps him alive. He's hit by the axes on one side, but will get caught yet again by this Thunder Strike. Take some damage for it.
Oh, glimpse on cooldown. A lot of action happening on the top lane. What's happening on bottom? Clockwork also lurking around, trying to find the kill. Hookshot ready. Connects.
Nice there. And Matthew just gonna die. No way out of there. Chalice. He's just all over the map right now. Well, they recognize that Kunkka is in the area. Oh, if X-Nova would have moved forward, he could have potentially glimpsed Pepita. But they're instead going to let him stick around and glimpse him now. Pull Pepita back in. He does have the boat. The Requiem comes out. Damage mitigation is going to be there, keeping him alive. But they catch both of them in the cogs and going to possibly take down Pepita. They do have another Rocket Flare in 6. It's not quite soon enough, but they still managed to kill him off. And now Matthew also going to die. Excel turns it back around. Mataro trying to find this finish here. He is going to be able to take down that Shadow Fiend, but now they have the sleep on it too. Waiting for Kataro to come out of this one. Then the time of his Thunder Strike, and a bit of damage there. Not quite enough though.
Shadowfin, if his Shadowfin gets caught by a Slark and he already used his spells, he's gonna die. But Slark should be careful. He's level 8. He needs a couple more minutes to farm that Shadow Blade.
Oh, top lane, they get Stinger again. Every time he gets a hook shot, Chalice 5-1-3 so far. He's having a hell of a game.
I'll take that.
Yeah, with the Phase Boots build and Quelling Blade, he's also staying at top of CS chart. And after watching this fight, and these are my thoughts from before, the Kanka's run, the damage reduction is just way too silly in my opinion. Like, you're not receiving damage.
Well, they managed there to get the Slark, and now missed one raise, but does get roared, and now Shadow Fiend going to die again. He got the kill on the Slark first, but you don't want to lose that SF. You can avoid it. Mid lane, they found themselves yet another Pepita in some trouble. They're not going to be able to find the Rum kill, and instead, another one going to Chalice.
I love this metagame. There's a ton of action happening. We have 20 kills in 11 minutes. Sometimes you can't even see all of the kills because of simultaneous action happening on 2, sometimes even 3 lanes.
And it feels like, I mean, even in that meta, a hero like Luna and Ame playing it is still able to get so much. You see right here, taking out this stack, like, that is so valuable because there's all this action happening. And now you're also getting crazily farmed up, although it looks like Slark wants to come and contest a little bit for this one, possibly. He's at least getting some experience from it. But, well, guess who's here? Mr. Chalice, and looking for that opening. He does not quite get him there in the calls.
I'm looking at the vision game. 4 wards. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Yes, 4 wards from LGD, and I don't see any wards from Infamous at all. Am I blind?
I have not seen any either, man. They are they're blind.
Jakiro just placed 1.
Okay.
So at least it's something. If you have wards placed before them, it's always better because you can see them placing their own wards. Both connects.
Yep, able to find them. And Chalice gets 2 in the cogs. Just when he thought it was going good. Oh, he canceled the raise, but they managed to find the glimpse. They kill off the Slark. So they're going to lose the Clockwork. But they managed to take down 2 of the other cores, and now also Matthew, likely to fall, couldn't get the song off. Triple kill for Maybe.
That's a hasted Shadowfiend right there. He's chasing for more. He wants to get the tower. One more hit.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Maybe a couple more hits. There it is.
Radiant's top tower.
And meanwhile,
Slark is really vulnerable against those ground targeted spells, especially spell like a raise. If you combine that with Echo Stomp, who can keep him in place, you have Cogs, you have Kinetic Field. Not the best game for Slark.
No, and it's what you said in the draft. It was always going to be a problem because they picked it so early. Meanwhile, bottom lane, it does look like they're going to be able to find the Clockwork, but unfortunately, 2 people get slept, nobody in the area to take advantage.
Kanka farms pretty quickly, but he's so far behind from Shadowfin. More than 2,000 gold.
And it is a hero that can sort of catch up with some of his talents later on, but right now at least definitely hurting. I like that he's going to be going for this armlet build. It's a lot of very cheap damage, but it's going to be a while.
Step lively now.
Yeah,
Your
recently
ammo is on board.
the item build on Kanka changed on the pro players. They just go for phase boots, drums, and most of them go for Shadow Blade into BKB. BKB if needed, if not, they just go straight for the damage, straight for Daedalus. Also, I love what Luna does. She skips 1 point in Lucent Beam, she keeps 3, and has 4 points in Moonglaze. She just leveled up 1 more, but because Moonglaze is one of the weirdest scaling spells in the game.
Yeah.
From level 3 to 4, from 3 to 6 bounces, just doesn't make sense. But still, way too good from 4 not to have it.
The turnaround here with this song. Matthew saves a life, and they are going to look for the glimpse. They pull him back in. That's a dead Kunkka. Can't get the X pull back in time, and instead he went for FY. I thought he was maybe trying to X himself when the glimpse came out.
Yes.
Radiant's middle tower is under
But
attack.
it was FY that was caught instead.
Radiant structures
Good
are fortified.
vision game for those
Radiant's
glimpses,
bottom tower
as we
is under
discussed.
attack.
You have Clockwork Rocket, you have Astral.
A gift from the tempest of battle.
Definitely. And now Shadow Fiend going to be going for the Shadow Blade. So,
Also, if you think about it, Naga Siren, and then you have Jakiro. Most of the time, you don't even see the combo happening ever. Maybe once, maybe twice, but most of the time, these sleeps are really not on point. That's why I dislike Naga Siren.
yeah. X Nova does not have any static storm, so not able to find a turnaround there. And looks like Pepita is trying to bait out the Slark here to see if they can get somebody who comes back. But at least for now, LGD, they have different ideas. Walk forward, hook shot in, able to find them. Old Stinger finds the roar. They're on a Shadow Fiend. This is a nice turnaround for him, but he can't get away. And it's going to be a kill. Chalice, again, just showing his prowess on this hero.
Dire's top tower is under
He's involved in 14 out of 19 kills. That's
Radiant's middle tower
really
is
insane.
under attack.
I mean, he is a Clockwork, so that means he's gonna be active on the map, has a rocket flare, but those kills are mostly him being around the map, not just shooting the rocket from the other side of the map.
Dire's
Oh, yeah.
top tower is under attack.
So Slark picked up the Shadow Blade, has 2 sentry wards bought from Excel, so he can devour them by himself.
Oh, and he does have a regen rune also, which is very nice. Trying to figure out where that ward is. Doesn't look like he was able to
Dire's
figure it
middle
out.
tower is under
But
attack.
the looming threat, I feel like, is Ame, who just keeps on getting further and further out of control. And they actually find the kill on the Matthew. Looks like Excel is probably going to be brought down as well, as Somnus just walks through the macro pyre. Doesn't matter. Double kill for FY.
FY is that greedy position 4. Look at his item build and skill builds. 4 points in Astral. That's only means 1 point in Natural Order. So the kill potential that he has, like he's the damage dealer right now, and has Yule's Scepter, which is gonna save him up from Kunkka, from Slark as well.
Yeah, and this slow trend downward. Granted, you do just see right there Ame go down, but even after they kill Ame, the net worth lead is still growing, which is very telling of the way that LGD is playing this game. They take down the mid tower, they take down the bottom tower. It doesn't even matter that your carry just got killed. I mean, Infamous are doing things to pull themselves back into it, but they need a lot more.
Yeah, this Kunkka doesn't feel like a factor right now, and they need to take this 5-on-5 fight with the Beastmaster Roar, Macro Pyre, try to set up the combo. It would be a good time to gank. Otherwise, this Kunkka doesn't contribute that much. You need to rely on his ghost ship to win a team fight. But they need to group up.
Is under attack.
Looks like they are going to be doing just that, as Somnus just TPs into a big old issue, and, well, he is dead.
1,000 gold for him. Oh, that means Clockwork's gonna die as well. But still, that's a huge chunk of gold for him. Because he had that sentry ward that they bought him so he can de-ward, he actually had the vision for Shadow Blades. Shadow Blade on Shadow Fin.
And he was able to buy the Ogre Club before, Ogre Axe before he went down, so didn't even really lose that much gold out of that. A huge win there for Infamous. As, well, LGD, you know, they're still looking quite good, but they need to shore things up a lot. And Infamous, just kind of stick to the program, I guess. Maybe go for a little bit of split pushing action or something. Anything you'd like to see them do?
LGD, well, they also need to group up, but they're getting a lot of kills. Also, if they take another fight and win or get 2, maybe 3-man wipe, they can easily go Roche. They have enough sustain with Luna's Mask of Madness, a lot of damage from Lunar Blessing, also Shadowfin's presence of the Dark Lord, almost maxed out.
Yeah, it's quite nice.
Once Slark gets his BKB up, they're gonna have a hard time controlling it, because everything they have is magical.
Right. Maybe part of the reason that you see this SF going for a BKB too, but even for him, it's not the easiest thing in the world. He wants to be able to just stand and right-click, and I don't know, if he gets roared and Slark ultied while he's just punching him, I don't know what you do really at that point.
He still needs more time to get that Shadow Blade, sorry, BKB on Slark. Oh, what a bait.
Okay, they jump forward. The turnaround, though, he is there and able to get the catch now onto Jakiro. Pushes back to him, but the zone, it's going to be there. And the turnaround, Excel, he has the Ice Bath as well. It's going to connect on a boat. They find the jump. They find the torrent. They find every damn thing. But can they turn it back around now? LGD standing strong. They find 1 kill there onto Pepita. Looking for more Somnus. He manages to just blow up that Jakiro. The Slark, though, where is he at? He is walking back into the fight. And can't get
Shadowfiend even had the Invis rune there, so his positioning was good. He didn't get caught by Ice Bat nor Kanka's combo, and he got the big ulti off. Again, Ahmed died. Ahmed needs that BKB desperately. He needs to have something against all that magical damage burst that Infamous has.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
I mean, the combo, again, we saw how good it can be, but they really, like you said, once that BKB comes out, like, how do you deal with that as Infamous? Because they're sort of predicated upon being able to take the fights with that magical damage.
Dire's middle tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
So, we'll have to see. I mean, are you feeling like Infamous are in a comfortable position now? Or are they getting to that spot at all?
They're in a way better position than they were in game number 1. Slark, once he finishes his BKB, he's what, 700 gold away from it. It's gonna be a hard time controlling it.
Nice play there from Chalice to get out of the full combo. Pepita gonna go down yet again, and now they catch Matthew. So full Eclipse duration out for that one already, and they bring down the Naga.
Well, that's the thing about the Slark. When you play against him, you don't need to focus him, and he's really vulnerable before he gets that BKB. Okay, he's gonna de-ward 2 of those wards, and this is the Roche that I mentioned. 2-3-man wipe and easy Roche. Even Solar Crest finished on the Elder Titan. Let's see who's gonna pick it up. It's gonna be probably gonna be Shadow. Just kidding. It's gonna be Ahmed.
I mean, you're right about everything else this match. You can't be right about everything.
Well, Ahmed is dying way more, and Shadowfiend has a BKB finish, so that makes more sense. Sometimes I'm wrong.
Won't believe it.
I'm not afraid saying that I'm wrong. We all learn new things. Also, I was wrong about Clockwork. When the new patch came out, I thought that Clockwork's gonna die. That we were not gonna see that hero anymore, but it makes a lot of sense, especially in the dual lanes. That hero feels so strong. I mean, it's strong if enemy has dual lane as well, but if they have a good tri-lane, then if you have Clockwork +1 against the tri-lane, it doesn't feel that great.
Pisa just used his boat, and they have the Clockwork initiation onto him, and, well, can't really do a whole hell of a lot. Battery Assault doesn't require him to hit you, and finds the kill yet again. Chalice, Blade Mail wearing off now as they walk in with the rest of the heroes that are coming in from behind. Can they bring down this Clockwork and get out in time? I don't know if it's going to happen. And in fact, with Somnus here as well, they managed to almost get him, but the roar! Old Stinger escaping.
Yeah, we talked about how no one naturally builds into the 4-staff. Yes, Jakiro does, but he's a position 5, so he's not gonna get it that soon. And we have a Beastmaster with the 4-staff. He wants to save people out of the cogs.
Yeah. Not easy, though.
Oh, I love what Shadowfiend is building. Just straight hex. Slark can't get out of the hex.
And with that level 25 talent, it's an item that actually starts to get really, really good, too, if he goes for that cooldown reduction, which most likely will do if he goes for the Hex. So, couple of Invis heroes passing each other by. Somnus, does he know that he's here? He expects that the Slark is in the area, and now seeing him.
He needs to hide, but he has Arcane Rune, so Shadowblade will be up again in 3 seconds.
Needs to be careful. There is the Sentry Ward down, and Excel catches sight of him for a moment. The rest of the heroes, they're walking in now. Looking for their opening, the hook shot. They've been able to find one, and maybe walks forward as well. They take him down. Can they get out of there with any more, though? BKB comes out from that SF. He's going to be able to escape. The rest of the heroes here roar onto one. This is a big Static Storm, though. Able to take down and catch out Kataro. He does have his BKB, turns to fight Ame down low. Aegis already dead, but the BKB is going to wear out soon from the Slark as they're chasing him down. And they walk back in yet again. Kataro not able to stick onto a target. He's just going to fall down because he ended up going down, just barely getting out of there. And now the Bull combo. They have both. They have Torrent, but it's too much.
Yeah, they don't have the Jakiro to follow up with the damage. Also, Slark wasted a lot of time in his BKB. Luna died, but that was only the Aegis. She's gonna have a BKB in 200 gold.
What the hell is happening here? Why are they chasing? Why did Pepita go back in? What? He's Xing him?
That's the question that I can't answer, Gabe.
What the hell?
So that means that's BKB for Luna. Level 20 almost. Wow. Well, Luna died how many times? 3 times? Well, I expected her to be way higher. Feels like every time there was a team fight, she was dead.
Well, they just lost Matthew and Kataro. I'm not exactly sure how that one happened. Just a hook shot in, I guess, with Chalice. And again, LGD just looking like the better team in this one. Infamous have been doing okay, but not good enough. God, and Ame, just look at how confident this guy is as they pull back in Old Stinger, 4-staff to try and get him away. The defensive roar as he runs and tries to escape as the chase is coming. Lucid Beam is there. Old Stinger done and dusted. He's out of there. And they glimpse back into Jakiro as well, and they're just falling apart. It's all crumbling right now for Infamous's LGD. Continuing to assert some dominance in this one.
Yeah, it doesn't look good for Infamous right now. Beastmaster forced to buy back a lot of damage. If the tier 3 falls against Luna, it means that Raxes are gonna fall as well. They have a lot of burst with Jakiro, but Jakiro is dead. Yeah, he's controlling the crowd. Where are those bounces?
And playing it a little bit safe again. There is going to be an X to initiate this one, but they managed to force him back yet again. And God, Old Stinger almost died from this one. They haven't been able to find an initiation on the backside of this one. BKB comes out. Kataro Hayama goes into his ultimate, still live for the moment. The song is there as well, but there's going to be the enchantment. They're isolated, trying to take down this Luna. Great play there with the song during the BKB. Can they find any more, though? It looks like they hold high ground.
It's one of the better ways to deal with BKB carriers when you're playing with the Naga Siren. Always have that. Someone pops a BKB, you Song of the Siren, and Snare goes through the magic immunity, lock him down in place. You just need to have enough right-click damage.
And the Hex comes out. They got him caught. Oh no, but the roar to turn it. Shadow Fiend under fire and going to die. They lose yet another. A nice stomp. Can they find this kill? They go for it. Just punch the Naga Siren and now going to try and run away. Although it's still a lot of damage from FY. He does have a Yule Scepter to try and escape. Stick charges as well. Not going to happen.
Oh. If Shadowfiend managed to pop the BKB before he got roared, I think he could have lived there. Maybe even got the Requiem off. So it would have been a different fight for LGD. So still 13,000 gold lead. Let's see if there's any big items coming on side of. So that's a gem picked up by a clockwork.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of talking going on right now.
I need to ask Jack really what that means. It's even hard to like repeat what they said.
Do it, ole! Is that it?
Do it, ole.
I'm sure we did it perfectly.
I don't know why, but I love Russian and Chinese more than I love the English ones.
So I kind of do have to ask why he didn't just BKB and Shadow Dance there. Oh, he's got an axe. That's why. Disruptor axe. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, everyone is so farmed outside of LGD.
Of course, Disruptor has an axe. It's 30 minutes in. Who wouldn't have that?
Yeah, look at the supports on LGD. You have a Disruptor with Axe, Mana Boots, almost level 20, so when he gets that, his items are gonna start piling up as well with the GPM talent. And then you have Elder Titan, who went for Astral Spirit Hero attack, so he's the damage dealer. Echo Saber, like FY styling, man.
Oh my god. After that Rocket Flare in game number 1, he is definitely feeling himself. Before the Spirit is even there, I mean, it's going to end up being a ton of damage. And, well, could have maybe gone for Yules there if he was in range, but no such luck. Still 210 additional damage on this ET. That is insane.
Now, Kunkka went for a Blink Dagger. I think he maybe needed that raw damage from Daedalus before, because they lack damage, and maybe with some help from RNGesus, he could have done it.
Yeah, or even the Shadow Blade that we've been seeing more players go nowadays, because that's a good bit of damage on that initial strike anyways. But as it stands, it's not really as effective, and he's got to be careful about this. Like, honestly, if he gets glimpsed in the second as he goes out there, if he gets Yule Sceptered, like, he could potentially just go down.
Yeah, Roche will respawn in 5 seconds. It's not easy to go into the Roche pit with LGD's lineup before they take a fight. There's always a lot of vision from Naga Siren, illusions, you have Beastmaster summons, and then hard to fight there against the Song of the Siren. So they need to take a fight before, or they need to scout them out with the rocket, see where the Naga Siren is.
I like that play from Maybe here as well. He TPs out knowing that the Slark is going to go hunt him down bottom. And while he's doing that, he can just farm the Harp Camp, because he knows that the Slark is going to go down here and check to see where the Shadow Fiend is. Just like really smart rotations.
Yes. If they push out the lanes and Slark and Naga are showing on the lanes, they can go Roche. And that's exactly what they're doing. Slark is on the bottom lane. I think they even saw the glimpse of a Naga Siren. Yeah. So that's Aegis for Luna, Cheese on Shadowfiend. They can threaten the high ground.
Yeah, really, really smart decisions all around. Like, it just feels like it's the next level of playing. It's the next level play, really, if you think about it. Invis Rune on X-Nova, and he has found Katara Hayama, and there's gonna be the catch. The glimpse, he needs to get it, but it's not gonna be there. That would have been big, and instead, it's gonna be a net, the glimpse to try and get him away. Kataro having for this one, and we'll be able to find that kill.
Yeah, it's one of those spells, man. Disruptor, when he uses Kinetic Field, you never know if it's gonna connect or not.
Yeah. And maybe a glimpse there might have been able to get it, but if he glimpses, then he probably just BKB anyways, so... Yeah, tough show. Infamous, 21,000 net worth behind, off the back of the Shadow Fiend and the Luna, who are just completely taking over this game. Not to mention Chalice, everything he's been doing. Bottom lane, they find one. Initiation coming out though. Cogs push back onto one. Able to find the catch onto Katara on the other side of it. They're going to have a Hex when he comes out. No, actually, they've already used it. Can they find any more Glaives bound to Katara run in? They get that solar off to them as well. And Stinger starting to drop down low. He is going to die.
21,000 net worth lead. It's all about those small things. If Disruptor caught Slark there, they could have easily went for high ground again. Slark has a Basher now and is building towards Scotty. Oh, Slark, you know something is up. Picks up the haste.
I mean, there's no way you can go back in on this, right? Like, you just die if you go in. He's got to be so careful. Again, the Ag Static Storm. They found one, though. Able to find Excel off to the other side. And poor old Jakiro. Just a constant death against the Clockwork.
Yeah, no escape mechanism. Building toward that's 4 staff, but still 200 gold away from. Kanka has his Crystallis finished, level 18. Once he gets to level 20, that's going to increase his tankiness and the damage as well.
God, just look at this damage coming in right now. LGD completely dismantling the base. Excel, he can try and keep him back. Does kill off the creep wave, but with backdoor protection still disabled for a couple of seconds, it might be all that they need to take this down. Even if they fully initiate here, Ame has the BKB. That is dead. And Kataro, again, not really in a position where he can make anything happen. This is the danger of Slark. Now they walk forward, able to find the Hex. They get the BKB off this time, so Shadow Fiend should be perfectly fine here. And again,
and Slark was really behind him. He's trying to go in right now.
This is really good. They're isolating, though. They're keeping away the rest of the heroes while Kataro tries to take him down. But can Kataro live through this? They're going to have the Requiem of Souls that comes out, bringing him down to half HP. They don't hit anybody with that Static Storm, but the Hex is going to follow as they try and take these heroes down. 3 are already dead. It looked good for a moment, but only a moment, as Pepita gets beaten to death. FY taking him down, and GG is cold.
I mean, it's LGD playing against Infamous. The result is kind of obvious. LGD has been performing extremely well lately, while Infamous shaky with their picks and their performance. I feel like they need more of a Western influence. By Western, I mean they're probably gonna bring someone like Pain Gaming did, bring someone who has a different perspective, how to pick, how to play a game. They are all individually highly skilled, but they lack that little bit of something, you know. They need. Sometimes I feel like they're stuck in a bad position because they play different heroes. They can win qualifiers in the SA,
right?
But when they get to the big tournaments, they can barely score a win.
And it's something, too, where you have these incredibly talented players. We've seen them around a lot. Like, I think always back to the Frankfurt Major and Kataro Hayama and how well he played in that event. And now, you know, he's sort of fallen off. Same with, you know, Excel, Singer, Matthew in particular has stood out to me at times. All of these guys are incredibly talented, but it's that cohesion that you need. And
yes, I just feel if they have a coach, a good coach, that they could be a really better team what they're right now, because mechanically skilled they're there. It's just about the decision making and the picks what they're lacking.
Like, I think again about the times when it was, you know, earlier in this game, and you saw Infamous winning and finding kills over and over and over again, and even when they were killing Ame, you know, they take down the other team's carry. It should be a huge moment for them in a swing. They're still losing out across the map because LGD are just farming that much more efficiently around the map.
Yes,
and that's crazy.
That's the difference between tier 1 team and let's say tier 2, tier 3 teams. Even if they lose a hero, they're still gonna outfarm you because how they place a vision, what they do, how they rotate around the map. They can afford to lose one of the guys, but the network is still gonna keep increasing because they're prioritizing different things.
Yeah. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's gonna do it for us, and gonna finish off our coverage for the Super